Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. I'm Joe. Drink of the day is a nice can of cold Red Bull, and today it is Shanks Saturday, so I've been playing some Shanks, of course. Last weekend at my store regional, I took the control Shanks. Felt good, but I did find a few shortcomings in some matchups. So here we are this weekend. I've got another one. I've already got my invite, but I'm playing for those winner cards, of course, and just for fun. I love this game. Every opportunity I get to play this game, we're here. And this weekend I'm going to be taking, I think, this build of Aggro Shanks. I've been playing some Sim this morning, and it's been doing very, very well. So I think it's a good omen. I'll go over the list briefly, and then if you want to just skip straight to the games, you go straight ahead. So in terms of 2Ks, I'm on 15. I'm on 4 of the Otama, of course, because it combos really well, especially with the Marcos that I'm playing in this build. On 4 of the Hongo, because he's the Hongoat. 4 of the Chopper, because this is just bananas now. And just 3 Lime Juice. You could swap this for a different red 2K if you wanted. There's not really one that I want, and this can come up to win you the game. If to turn off just a little chump blocker, it's not too bad. So 15 2Ks, man, the amount of games I play with this deck, and you have like 12 2Ks, 14 2Ks, 15 2Ks, and you still don't draw any, it sucks. But I think the sweet spot is around 14 or 15. Full 16 feels like a little too crazy to me, but they're good cards, right? They're good cards, and most of these now have good effects, like Hongo, you're happy to play out. Chopper, love playing him out. Otama's great for your combos. So, you know, they're not just 2Ks in hand. I'm on 3 of the Marco, but with more black decks running them out, specifically Lucci, but also even just the yellow decks as well. Having this with a little bit of nice protection from that removal is great. And on 6, comboing this with Otama is like chef's kiss, very, very good. Removes really important threats like the Boon and Kuzan into the black decks, and removes, I don't know, Namis and Crackers into the yellow decks. I did have a game against Enel this morning, which was, I had 2 actually, but I only recorded 1. This guy was pretty good in that matchup. 3 Dragon, 3 Rayleigh, both good. Don't want to see too many of each, but I'm playing 3 of each. 4 of the Rush Shanks. I had 1 game where I was just draw. I had a game against Zorro where I drew like 3 of my 4 Rush Shanks and no counters. That sucked. But I do think in general I do want to see 1. And because this build doesn't have the Uta, I think 4's reasonable. 4 of the Ben, because it's like, this is like the card that you will never see at less than 4 in any of these Shanks decks. This is the best card in the deck. Or maybe not that, but you know what I mean. The most staple card in the deck. 4 Rue, because he's just super important at the minute. Purple Luffy, Zorro, Betty. This is an all-star. Even in some other decks like Smoker and Doflamingo, this can be good. Obviously, they can bounce it with Lore potentially, but sometimes they can't. 4 of the Sanji. Back on him, giving him another go. Does kind of suck into Blackbeard because of that full-cost Shiryu. But into a lot of other matchups where they can't remove this easily, this just gets a swing for 6 and then draws a card and acts as a 1K because it blocked a hit. It's pretty good. I think I am on this, but, you know, if you're not, I get it. I wasn't for a long time. 4 of the Luffy, I want more rush, and this is nice mid-range rush. Obviously, Dragon is usually better at the end of the game, but this Luffy just on 5. If you're going first, and you get the curve of Sanji into Luffy, man, this deck feels absolutely crazy into, like, most matchups. That's just, like, a really, really good play. Back on the Red Hawk, this doesn't kill a lot anymore because people were just very clever, but it's still 4K counter in 1 card. And sometimes it gets rid of like little chump blockers that are annoying. Can get rid of tap searches as well. And also, it just makes sense if you're playing the Marcos, you want more events. And I think just having the Red Hawks gives you that bit of defense at the end of the game. You can do Rayleigh Red Hawk, obviously very nice combo. And also just Dragon leave 2 up is pretty good too. And 2 0 cost to round out the list. We're not playing as many bricks. This list in particular is on 14 if you don't count the events. You could cut to 1, and I have considered 1 and 1 Divine Departure, because the KO of Divine Departure can come up sometimes. But I think I'm just going to rely on Otama Beckman and Otama Rayleigh, and of course Hongo if you like, for that 8K range. And anything bigger than that, we're just going to accept it's too big, and we'll play around it, and not try and go through it. With this being a much more aggressive build of Shanks than the one I bought last week, you are, I think, slightly worse into some decks like Lim, but you are better into, for example, Blackbeard, of course, because we just have more units that say Rush, which is pretty good. And we also have more counter, which is also pretty good. In mirrors, this can suffer, but I think you just kind of need to see your curve and just say they don't have it. Sanji on 4 into Luffy on 6 is still exceptional. And this Marco in mirror can pop Sanji. Don't sleep on that. Either way, here's some games with this deck. Yo, is Joshua's boosters? The GOAT. We've got Marco here. Marco is generally just what you want into this matchup. He chose first as well. We'll keep. We've got like nothing early game other than this Marco, but it's kind of fine. Yeah. 2 Marcos is crazy. Okay. 2 Marcos is very, very good. We can even Otama Marco on 6 if he plays out like a Kuz. Yeah. What did he get there? Laboon and Hina. I like developing the Rue here because it's annoying for them to get rid of. Yeah, I'll take one more. Kuz. Seems good. Well, let's keep it simple. We'll go 5 with leader. I don't mind swinging with this. Oh, we don't have any 2Ks. I'm going to get the value. He takes there. Getting rid of the Kuz is really good. And the fact that this Marco can't be removed is also just very important, right? 8 into 5. I mean, we can, but I don't think it's worth it. 4 for some. 4 for another Kuz, okay. Well, we're going to go with the Ben here for sure. We'll hit him with a 5. He'll counter this one. Think we will go with a 7. Yeah, we'll defend this Marco if he decides to swing into it. Well, no, we don't even have to because of the on-KO. But we got to get rid of this Kuza. These Kuzans are just annoying. And developing a Ben Beckman is not a bad play, right? It's not bad at all. Next turn, we got Shanks, we got Dragon, we got options. And this Marco just existing is annoying for him to deal with. Unless he's playing Tashigi. If he has like Laboon Tashigi, that could clear it. But that sucks. So it's like fine. The Rue did his job. We blocked a hit. And he took a card out of his hand. Oh, no, he took a life. Whatever. He's down to 2 already. 10 in hand, though, is crazy. 6 on 5. I'm going to defend this one with a 1k. We'll just give the Rue here. Yeah. Laboon. Bring this down. Yeah, Lucci. Can clear the Otama and the Ben. Very nice. Very nice. Good play. 2 Rebecca's in trash. I mean, that's ideal, I think, here. We'll keep 2 for Red Hawk just in case we need it. Yeah, we can remove both. Five on 3. Do we need the Red Hawk? Probably not, because if this dies, we can just use the Red Hawk to summon it. So we'll hit him with the 8. Might give 2 2Ks here. Don't know how much you'd want to go down to 1. Yeah. Interesting that he's on the Suru. It means he's on probably at least 9 2Ks. And we do see the Tashigi in trash, so he is playing that. 6 on 5. Is this 9 for Kaido? Yeah, this is 9 for Kaido, right? Could trash the Marco. I'd rather he didn't. I'll take. 9 for Kaido. Okay, not 9 for Kaido. 4 for Kuzan. 5 for Sabo. Sure. Seems reasonable. I think we just go with the Shanks here. Develop it, get it on the board. We've got a decent bit of counter. So we'll hit him with a 5. Hit him with a 6. Hit him with the 8. And then we'll eat the Sabo blocker. Over to you. I think this should be the game, right? We've got Dragon as well. Yeah, GG's. Ah, he left. Hey, win's a win. Lucci's a good deck, and he's a good player. If you're still enjoying the video, do consider leaving a like and a subscribe. It really helps me out, and you'll get more content in your feed. Oh dear, Shanks vs Blackbeard. Let's take a second. No, double Rayleighs is really bad. I don't love that either, but here we are. It is what it is. See what he got on 1. He also mulliganed. He does have the stage, though. Not ideal. Hachinosu, ditching Hachinosu. Grab a Searcher event. We'll pass it over, but this hand's not looking good. Absolutely no rush. Not what I like to see. Not at all. We'll be playing out this Chopper next turn, I suppose, just because there's nothing better to do. What do we grab? He grabs a Stronger, grabs a Shiryu. We'll take. Okay, another Chopper. Well, the Shanks is a nice grab. The Shanks is indeed a nice grab. We're going to have to go like that and play this. Hopefully he has to deal with this. I don't like developing the Hongo or anything, because it can be got by that full cost Shiryu. Grabs a Teach. What's going on? That was the This Is My Age. Plays a Burgess. Doc Q comes down. Very nice. Sure. This is at 7 already. It's crazy, man. That's so crazy. Shame we can't KO this with the Marco. I guess we're playing the Marco still. We can swing 5-5 with the Chopper. The Chopper's actually kind of hard for him to swing into because it gets that opponent's turn buff. So I will swing with it. We'll hit him with a 5-5, then just develop the Marco. Burgess goes to 8 already on his 7 on turn. Man, this card is disgusting. This is a 4-8 that you cannot interact with. What the fuck, man? So obnoxious. He's got 2 teachers already. This is not looking good. We've got to defend this. We'll give him the Otama. The Otama's never coming up. I don't want to take this one. But I think we need to draw something. That is indeed something. Okay, what are we doing for 7 here? Coos. Is big Coos going to cycle into Burger? Do we have a Burger? We don't have a Burger. Vasco shit. Sure thing. Well, this turn's definitely a Luffy turn, right? Could be a Ben turn. Just like get a guy out. Right? But I don't think so. I think the Luffy apply a bunch of pressure. We could try and remove the Burger. If we put like 2 Dons here, and then 2 Dons on the Luffy, we might get it. He has teachers in his hand. He has 2 teachers. He has 2 teachers, so yeah, he cannot defend this Burger. That's going to be incredibly impactful. He can bring it back with the Kuzan, but it can't swing this turn, which is what we need. Right? Yeah, I think that's right. This is 2 teachers, right? Takes the block. Oh shit, it's at 9. LOL. Well, we'll swing 5 lead. That's really bad, though. I didn't realise that it went to 16. What a muppet. What a muppet. Wow, that is... Yeah, that might just be the game right there. Because we'd have had him on 2. Shit. Shit. I thought we had it there, man. How is this at 9 already, man? He's on his 9th on turn. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Not good. Not good. Wow. Kuzan's going to cycle out into Van Auger. We just lose from here, right? Man, can't believe I did that. It's like actually so bad. H6. This is going to be massive. We can save it with the chopper potentially. We need to save this if we're going to have a chance here. But this is not looking good. It's 100% my bad, though. This is just my fault. I made a big mistake. Yeah, Doc Q clears the chopper. Nope, he's going to clear the Luffy. Okay. Doesn't swing with the Burgess. That's smart. That is smart, because we could have killed it with the Shanks. What's the play now, then, eh? I think we play the... We've got to play the Shanks. We have to play the Shanks. We've got to turn this off. We've got to get rid of this. Because, like, these two can just kind of chill. This one's the one that's got to go. This Doc Q. So the chopper can swing into that. And then I guess the leader and the Marco swing lead. Man, if I didn't grief, we'd have just won. So bad. So bad. I mean, you never know. We might be able... If we can protect one of these characters, we've got a chance. It's not a good chance, but it's a chance. In fact, I think we can protect one of these characters, right? Because these are both at 6. And all his... Like, this can't swing. Oh, no, this can swing for 5. This can swing for 6. This can swing for 5. And we can also get rush off the top. We can get, like, something off the top. I don't know. Okay, he's not going for a teach. Okay, he's going for Kuz. Actually, Nosu swaps a Van Auger for a Burgess. Gets a Van Auger back with the Kuz. Minus 10. Oh, no. That's so brutal. That is brutal, bro. But he's got no blockers. We can defend this. I think he has 8. Yeah, we can defend both of these. Do we still win? Ain't no way we still win this, bruh. There is no way we still win this, right? Two for Vasco. How did we win that? With that, I griefed so hard. And we still won. Incredible. I feel like he should have just gone with a teach there, right? But I guess he had pistol counter. Wow. I didn't deserve to win that game. I deserved to lose that game. But hey, he may be called Joe is bad. But hey, I guess I was worse. Shanks versus Lim. Well, you know what that means. It means we're going first. This hand is honestly very, very clean. We got Sanji, we got the Luffy, we got the Beckman. That's a really nice 357 curve. We got a pretty decent 2k. We'll keep. End the turn there. Keep it simple. Nice and simple. See if he has the Lim. Hopefully not. Has the Orochi. It's the Devil Fruit Smile. I will be taking out the Orochi. We can't let him have his effects. If you're going second, the way you're supposed to do this is assuming he doesn't have the Lim as well. You play the Orochi on 4. Because then I can't interact with it. He plays the Orochi for 1, and then plays like a 3-cost, whatever, with his leader effect for 3. My thought is, unless he has the limb, of course, my thought is he wants to swing, and that's fine, and I will take. No triggers. But it's just not correct, in my opinion. New gates. Sure. And we can go 666 into this new gate. We've also got Lucky Roo. He's pretty promising. I think if we can get 3 cards out of this limb player's hand, that's pretty crazy, right? Get the Mihawk there. We'll hit him with another 6. Gives us a 2k. We'll hit him with another 6. And gives us a 2k. So he gets to keep the new gate, which is scary. But his hand is depleted by 3, which is pretty crazy. I don't mind doing a little bit of a pseudo-starve into the limb players. Yeah, we'll take that one. We'll draw a card. It's quite nice. Next turn, we've got the Beckman. We need to keep this Luffy, really. 7 at life. There's no more swings coming. This is limb plus some kind of effect. It could be just Sakazuki. Just Sakazuki would be very good. But regardless, I think I counter this one. Yeah, I think I want to counter this one. We'll give him the chopper. So we're only 2k, but we should find more, right? It is just Sakazuki, okay. Yeah, that's strong. That is strong. I think we could play another Luffy and keep up some aggression here. Could even potentially keep up 2 for Red Hawk. I think getting the bend down is good though, right? So just hit him with a 5. He'll take. Yep. Then we'll just get rid of this and the turns. He gets the Sakazuki, which is a bit of a bummer. But we've established a guy of our own, and he's pretty low on cards. Does have the Searcher, though. That's a very important one. That one's very important. Next turn, we're on 9. It's currently looking like Roos. Do some swings. Leave 2 up for this. Get some Mihawk. Not too bad. This only restands 5 costs. Yeah, can't restand Saka. Which is pretty notable. See what he does with the rest of this 6 don. He's going to swing 7. Yeah, we'll take this one. It's fine. I wonder if this will just be 8. I hope not. Because, yeah, we might have to counter the 8. Yeah, it is. Okay. No, we're going to have to give 2-1 here. I think. Yeah, we'll give the lime juice. And we'll give the Marco. The Marco's not going to be that good here. 3 don for something. Mihawk, sure. Just going to restand himself, probably. Oh, no, actually can't. Yeah, because then this wouldn't untap at the end of the turn. That's a weird interaction. That is a weird one. Okay, moving on. So if we're going to do 4 for Roo and 2 for this, or we can do 5 for Luffy and 2 for this. Regardless, we've got between 2 and 3 dons to mess around with. I do really like developing the Roo. I'd like to get rid of this Saka if I can. I think I'm going to try 9 into Saka. Yeah, I'm going to try 9 there. See what he gives us. If he has the counter. He probably does, but... Yeah, it does give us 2k, 1k. Okay. I mean, we can go with the Luffy. And then we can swing 6-6 into this. And still keep 2 don open. Or we can swing another 7. And then just a 5. I think I like the 6-6. But now I want to go 8. Is it? Do we die if he has a 2k? How many 2ks has he given us? 1, 2, 3. He's already given us 4. What's the odds, right? I'm just gonna go 6 on 5. He'll take. And then the turn. I think there's a good chance this Saka dies if we swing 8 into it, but I just don't want to take the risk of him having a 2k and then we've got no dons open. Because that becomes troublesome. Adio, Doffy, coming down. So this is at 6. He quits and leaves. I think he forgot to put a don on his limb. Which is what I was about to sort of say. Do we Red Hawk this? I think we do. Yeah, I think we were winning that one, but I don't know. Show me left. Got a game into purple Luffy. Can you guess what they chose? This is a decent going second hand. We've got like Rue. We can do Red Hawk. Potentially if he griefs. It's not that bad. I'll keep. I'll keep. See if he has a lore on 1. He does. What's he going to find? The Rue is strong, right? Sangoro. Good card, that. We'll just pass. If he does anything too crazy, we've got the Red Hawk. But I doubt we use it here ever. He's probably just going to noob check us, swing 5, and then play out 4 cost. Be that Zorojuro or Kamazo, if he has nothing better. I mean, we might as well just use this now, right? Yeah, I think we just use this now. We can get rid of the lore. Like, we're not going to have Don, really, that we want to leave up for this for the next few turns. So I think we're best off using it now. I like the Lucky Roo here. He also didn't ramp. He forgot to ramp, so he's just dropping a Sangoro next turn. That's really weak. We'll hit him with a 5. Yeah, that's a really bad play, in my opinion. But maybe he's got something planned. I don't know, I guess. I'm still going to develop the Roo, just so that we've got it on the board. If he has, like, God Thread, I guess, that punishes this, but would be a bit weird that usually you don't see the lore if they're on, like, the Don Quixote build. You see the Sugar Searcher. If they're on that. He does ramp now, but he can't play Luffy Taro. We'll take this one. That's a nice grab. Magellan. Interesting. Well, we've got that for next turn, unless he has double Magellan. Which is unlikely, right? I guess we're just playing the Luffy, do a bit of aggression here. This is quite annoying interaction, right? Oh no, this is only opponent's turn. So we can Lucky Roo his Magellan and he doesn't get the effect. That's pretty hot. Do you want to do 5-7 or 6-6? I think I prefer 6-6, honestly. Their deck goes forever and ever, so we might as well start draining 2Ks if we can. He should just take this one unless he's going to counter both. Magellan's an interesting one. Gives us a Shachi Penguin. Why not? And then takes... Yeah, it should have been the other way around. If you're going to take one, you always take the second one. And yeah, this trade's actually pretty good. He can do Luffy Taro, though, this turn. Yeah, we take the trade, right? And this is opponent's turn. And it is not our turn. So we're going to go no on that. Block. Resolve. Kill that. My mic was so surprised by him swinging 7 that it left. Is this another Magellan, bro? This is another Magellan. I'm going to give him a 2K. I'm going to give him a 2K here. I feel like I'm happy to give a 2K. It's another fucking Magellan. What is this shit, man? I fucking hate this guy. We can't play the game. Oh dear. What are we playing here? Chopper or Sanji? I kind of like developing the Sanji. It's just like a big guy. Developing the Marco is not bad either, but we don't get to care anything. So it feels kind of weird. Chopper just being a blocker is pretty good. I might go with the Chopper blocker, honestly. I kind of like it. He's got to be doing Luffy Taro next turn, right? He's got to play Luffy Taro eventually. And we're going to do this Ben Beckman thing to get rid of one of his guys. Getting in a bunch of aggression here is good, though. And then we can play the Sanji. I prefer the Chopper. I'm going with the Chopper. So we'll go 7 with lead. I don't think they play any triggers that KO a 5. I wouldn't have thought so. We'll develop this. I don't think they play any triggers that KO a 4 even. But we'll hit him with another 7. And he'll probably counter this one. I don't think I want to go down to 1. That would be crazy. Never mind, I lied. Are we going to see Magellan number 3, perhaps? I hope not. Probably should have took that 4th life, honestly. Thinking about it. Yeah, probably should have took that 4th life. I was expecting like a Luffy Taro though. I wasn't expecting another Magellan. Like, come on, man. Yeah, we'll take this one. Don't trigger that. Is this 7th? What is going on? Where is this guy's Luffy Taros? Like, where are they? Where are they? Guess we'll take again. We've got like a lot of defense now. Onami. Incredible. I definitely want this Magellan gone. So I think I will be going with the Ben Beckman here. Just get rid of that. And it's trash, which is obviously very nice. We'll go 6, 7. It's like fine. We'll get a 2k and probably the blocker as well. He's not going to go down to 0. I wouldn't have thought. Blocker or 2 cards, please. Thank you very much. This is weird. I've never played against a purple Luffy that plays like this. He has 1,000 cards, no fucking board. Linden's going to put our Luffy in life, presumably, here. Luffy or Chopper? It's Luffy. It's always Luffy here, right? Surely. Yeah. We swinging? Probably not, right? We'd have to ramp if we want to swing, and ramping's crazy here. Yeah, okay, that's a troll. Now you don't have an active Dom. This is the turn we develop Shanks, if ever there was one. So we'll hit him with the 5, we'll hit him with the 7, and then we'll hit him with the 12. Keeping it simple. Weird build, man. These Magellans were, like, not it. I don't know if he didn't expect the interaction with the Lucky Root, because the Onker of the Lucky Root happens in his turn. I don't know if he thought we'd have to do Dom -2. I have to assume that he knew that, but if you're going to take that one, you're definitely taking this one, buddy. Like, what are we doing here? Trigger? No trigger. Yeah, I'm perplexed. Can't lie. This match has been perplexing. But hey, he's trying something new, I guess. 8 on 5. Yeah, I'll take. I'll take that one. I don't mind. If he's not removing our board, like, we're just going to win. So, he can't win this turn. He has max 2 swings if he has, like, a Rush Luffy. And we've got 1 million counter. And a blocker. What is this guy's build? It's crazy. It's crazy, right? Well, this is no more swings, right? So we'll use the card action, bring down to 8. Then we'll block, and then we need to give him 3k. So I'll give him a Hongo and one of these Marcos. And then this is Kid, maybe? Onami? Some kind of blocker, right? Kid. Yeah, it's just not enough. We can't remove this, but we've got Dragon. Let's start with a 7. And then we've got 2 9s and a 12. And from there, this should be guaranteed. He's gonna need like he can in theory survive for sure, but he needs like maximum counter, and he still can't win on the clapback because we have 1 Gurlian counter and a blocker still. So I'm not attacking this chopper. There's no reason to. Gives us Usahachi and Sanguro, sure. Let's attack for 9. This needs Gum Gum Giant and a card. There's the Giant. The 3rd Magellan. The 3rd Magellan. There's 9. Need 2 2 1. 2 1 1 1. Well, I will have your child, please, sir. Good luck. Good luck. Even if he has, like, Nika, there's just no way, right? Sanji, rest this, sure. You got 3 swings. Sure. It's nowhere near enough. This is at 6. Yeah, sure. That was your biggest swing there, my man. You need to do that one last. 7, 7. Sure. GG's. Yeah. Very weird build. No Luffy Taros in the early game, but like he's playing all these weird Magellans. I don't know what to think about that one. Got a game into Enel. Now, I've not played many of these, I can't lie. He chose second. This hand is very, very early game. We need late game stuff. I mean, this hand is arguably even worse, but here we are. At least the Sanjis are going to draw us cards, right? I mean... okay, dude. Three Sanjis might be a little too crazy. We got a trigger there. We've got a damn punk trigger. Get rid of a Kiku, sure. Yeah, not really sure what to expect. I imagine they're playing a lot more of an aggressive build. But I'm not... You're not going to be able to starve us anymore. You don't have Rhaego, so you can't deal with our big units. You've got to play aggro as much as I do. Damn punk, sure. We'll draw a card. Not too bad. He's spent a card and we've not spent a card. He did put a life to the bottom, though, so that means it's some kind of stupid-ass trigger. Think I want the Lucky Roo this turn. Because if he has any removal that's not damned punk, we get to KO whatever character he plays to remove it. Just keep the board static, which is always nice. If he plays out like a Gadatsu or a Nami. If he plays damn punk, well, it is what it is. Next turn we're going to 8. Sorry, we're going to 7. We can play out like double Sanjis. Not too bad at all. If he swings here, I'll take it. If he swings like 6, we'll just take it. It's fine. Shiroshi blocker. Yeah, I'll take this one. No trigger on that, for sure. Annoying that this is KO. And this is obviously immune to KO things. But we've got the Shanks. We could just heal him with the Marco. Like, I don't hate it. But I think I'd rather just play out these double Sanjis here. I will swing with the Roo. Because we've got a lot of counter. I'm happy to defend him. Trigger. Cracker trigger. Sure. Well, we can Otama Marco that. That's honestly seems better. I should have swung with a leader first, I guess, right? Yeah, I wasn't thinking about... But he could fear rush if we swing here. I don't know, I think I'm just going to go with the Otama Marco. Get rid of this cracker. We still developed a character. And we got rid of his double attack character. Keep the board nice and clear. This Marco dies with a Red Hawk to bring it back. Which is pretty reasonable. Obviously, Otama dying, I don't care. I'd like to draw another top end. Our top end is currently just this Shanks. Would not be nice to see like a Ben or a Rayleigh or a Dragon. Any of those would be really, really good. Shouldn't have swung with this Roo. That's a mistake. But it looks like he's swinging 5. So we will be going like that. Who's going in life? Marco, presumably? Yeah, Marco's gone to life. Seems good. Well, we can Ben, get rid of the Shirahoshi, or we can Ben Otama, get rid of the Kata. I think that seems better. Right? Yeah. We'll swing 5 with lead. Because he should counter this one, right? He shouldn't take this. Never mind, he does. Gets a Hawkins trigger. Sure. That's the one he moved to the bottom. Ditches an Enel. And then healing. Needs to trash one. Trash is a 0 cost. Well, we will attack with this, right? Because we're clearing the board anyway. So we may as well. He's not going to take this one. Well, I mean, he could, but I assume not, right? I assume not. You'd think he'd give a 2k there. That seems sensible to me anyway. Let's get rid of this Kata. Pass it over. And this is 10 for ace, maybe? 10 for ace. Would seem potentially reasonable. We never give him the heal here, because then Yamato pops Ben. I think we just keep it simple. And then if this is 10 for ace, kill this. Yeah. Do I want to kill the Shirahoshi? I think not. Although if we do, our Shanks can maybe take out this ace. I think we do. Yeah, because we're going to keep it simple here. We're going to go with the Shanks. Then we're going to attack 12 into 9. This demands like 2/2Ks, which is pretty crazy. He does have them. I'll hit him with a 5. Hopefully no crazy triggers. Some kind of trigger. Cracker trigger. Sure. I don't want to swing again. I'm just going to leave it there. If he wants to like swing massive and try and take out the Shanks, we'll probably defend it if we can. We've got 4, 5, 6k counter. If he swings 19 into 12, we can just get out of it. But then he's like doing nothing else, so it's kind of fine. Good, take that one. That's fine. Yeah, no, we can get out of this now. You've made a mistake here. So that's 18, 2, 2, 2, 1. Really. Very, 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 very nice. Very nice stuff. Let's hit him with a 5 first, right? No. We want to attack with the Shanks before we do anything else. Yeah, and I'll probably keep these 2 up for a red walk. Put -3 here, -2 here, KO that. Attack with this into this. What's that? 12 on 6. Yeah, that's going through. We'll hit him with a... Do I want to give him the card? Do I want to set him to 1? No, I think we just pass. Next time we've got lots of swings, right? If he swings 15 into this, well, we've got the Red Hawk now, so it's all Gucci. Been so long since I've played against Enel. Can't lie. Yeah, no. GG's, I think. Unless he gets some pretty crazy triggers. We'll keep enough open for Ben Beckman. Let's start with 7 from Ben. Because we can also split with the Otamas if we need to. And Enel is always just volume of hits, right? Gonna take the 7. See what trigger he gets. Satori trigger. Let's go with the 8. See if he takes, counters, triggers, who knows. He counters that one. Okay. I mean, we can just go Ben, Sanji, do nothing. Similar to 5. You got any more counter? Got any counter, sir? He does, he has an army. Has he used his leader effect yet? No, right? I mean, we've got the option of 5-5, but I don't like it. Oh, yeah, like that. Good luck. I think this is safer, right? I'm pretty sure we always win there. But, like, if he gets a crazy trigger chain, we don't win this turn. So we may as well just play these 2 units out. He has absolutely nothing he can do. The best thing he can do is play an ace, go to 2, and move the Rayleigh. And we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. Like, it's just not happening. 5 for, sure, a blocker. 2 blockers, in fact. Sure. Well, let's hit him with this, because this gets trigger KO'd by, like, everything in the game. And we're just trigger gaming. We're going to see what triggers he gets. I think this means nothing. Yep. Hit him with a 5. Hit him with a 7. Hit him with a 7. Hit him with the 12. GG's. Took potentially a couple turns longer than it should have done, but a win's a win. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed those games. Man, I was so bummed when I made that grief against the Blackbeard player. I thought I'd thrown the game, and realistically I did. But we managed to claw it back anyway, which honestly, I was quite impressed by. I'm not sure about his plays on that last turn, but obviously without knowing exactly what was going through his head and in his hand, maybe he just thought, maybe he did the maths and realised he couldn't counter. But yeah, it's crazy. We would have won so hard if I just didn't swing into that Burgess second time. Massive, massive grief. Really bad, but hey, a dub's a dub. A nice little game against Joshua's boosters. One of my first games against like a truly top level player. So that was a good one. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.